Let's go climb trees and skip for run. Do like they do below the water. Speeches hair never look like the roots of the tree the ancestors were on. But that's okay, get it? Because it's down to earth. Tennessee, Tennessee,
Tennessee. Yes. What is going on?
Sorry. It's not that time yet.
Yeah, no, not that time yet. I mean, love that song, but yeah, not that time yet. What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A Polk, and welcome to another episode of the R.A.P Radio Show, where we talk about anything. And as you can see, we started early today because you good?
Yeah, I got
As
it.
you can see, we started a bit early today because your boy has to make a run down to hilarities later on today because I'm gonna be part of the 50-ish first jokes. So that actually is going to be starting at 7 p.m. Doors open up at 6:30. The tickets is $5, I believe, to get into hilarities for the event, where it'll be 50. There'll be 50 of us comics. We go up there, and then we tell at least one joke. We tell at least one good joke, and hopefully that joke sells.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, because Marie has been to it. Yes. You've been to it. And yes, and I actually got invited by the guy who runs it, John Bruton. So
Yeah.
definitely shout out to him for that. And even though it was one joke, I'm like, shit. I mean, I'll go up there and tell one joke. It's hilarities. I mean,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Who wouldn't want to tell one joke?
Yeah, because if you do good to great, they'll invite you back. For other stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, well I hope my joke is good enough to get invited back. Yeah, because I need to I'll even tell one joke at the Apollo. so that way at least I can say I never got booed off. Yeah, so so real quick, on here, like I said, we talk about anything, and if you want to call in to give, to express your feelings, or if you want, or have any questions, or even give us some grief, you can give us a call at 216-939-5087. That is 216-939-5087. And with me today, I have a good friend of mine who I absolutely, man, just enjoy this person. She is so much fun. She is so nice, friendly, and she actually just invited her today to come on here. Give it up for LaShonda Legrone.
Yes, give it up. Thank you.
And of course, man, I got Marie here with me, man, who's, she's like, I don't know, I feel like we're like Conan in that one person who be with him on that show.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
That's what we are.
Like
Yes.
the producer.
The producer, yes, my producer right here, yes. Oh man, yes, Legrone, I am so happy to have you on here today. Thank you for coming.
I'm happy to be here.
And also, happy Founders Day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because you're a Delta, yes.
Yes.
And where did you pledge at? What year? If you don't mind.
615 at the University of Arkansas at my.
Oh wow.
Yes. And Signify, of course, and also Spring 21.
Spring 21.
So that was last year.
Okay.
It's never too late, people. I can tell you, it's never too late.
No, not at all. Okay, so we're fellow Neos because I'm a Neo. I mean, even though I pledged in the fall of 20, but yeah, we're still fellow Neos. So yes, that's nice, man. Still, congrats, man. I see you got on your paraphernalia.
Yes, celebrate.
Yes. You don't hear it? I'm crinkling and everything over here.
I hear it. Oh man, So what made you wanna pledge Delta?
With Delta, I have a sister. My soror is my sister, and she's always been kind of nudging me towards it. I was always like, I'm not a hazer. Like don't haze me because I'll fight back. I always felt like I couldn't make it. Wouldn't be able to make it through. So I got in on a humbug. It's called coronavirus. So so we just did a lot of Zoom meetings, but it was still hard. It was still hard work. It was still
wait a minute. So you mean you crossed over Zoom?
Yes.
What a privilege! I am jealous.
Oh yeah, because Marie is Greek too. Yes, and
I came home with burnt feet. I'm trying to tell you. Well, I mean, they didn't burn my feet, but I was walking. I got carried away.
So you got carried away?
Yeah, and so, like the day after, we were going out to eat and taking pictures and stuff, and I took off my shoes. We were in Virginia, of course. Shout out to Virginia State University, Solitaire, and Elation. Those are my sorors, my sisters, and I took off my shoes. It was so dang on hot out there in Virginia, and my feet burned, and I can't. Oh my Lord! When I tell you, I came back home, I couldn't wear nothing but flip flops. Oh yeah, my feet were scolded at the bottom.
It was like you almost had crossed the actual burning sands.
Right.
Burning sands.
Did it to myself.
And which sorority are you in again, Marie?
Phi Omega Delta.
Okay, yes, yes. Because I remember that you was in one. I just had because I forgot it. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
And yes, but hey, that do be a good feeling though, man. At the end of when you cross, especially when you be pledging for so many weeks or months at a time. Yeah, and one thing I noticed is that I don't know if it's me, but ever since I became Greek, I feel like other people are starting to become Greek, or I know people who are Greek, and
it opens a whole new world to
you. It does. It does.
A whole different type of people with different goals, different abilities, and it's a beautiful thing. I would tell anybody who has the opportunity or the desire to do it, go for it.
Should, yeah, definitely.
And it's never too late.
Nope, it's never too late.
Because I'm old as dirt.
Stop playing, girl.
And I'm in there. You ain't number 35, man. What you talking about?
Thank you.
But it's never too late. Because it is.
I was 30 something when I crossed over too.
You was
2011, yeah.
But I see her graduating high school.
Okay, see.
But
so you're the baby here.
Well, I'm the baby, but may I also mind you? So I had crossed last year in the grad chapter. I guess so. I was up there in the ages when I had pledged too, but. Surprisingly, I was the youngest one on my line. I didn't think I was gonna be.
Right.
Yeah, because at 27, I was the youngest.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because it was 8 of us, and the oldest one we had was 50. I think he was 56.
See, we taking over.
Okay.
So
say that.
Definitely never too late. And then when I look at these other grad chapters, man, you got some of these people that's crossing, they look like they in their 60s, 60s and 70s.
But it's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late, and that is one of the things I like about Greek life.
It's never too late.
And my line sisters and my big sisters were 20s, in their 20s, and it was but they were great. They were great. They were good people, good-hearted women, and they were about business.
Yeah.
So that's what I loved about it. I came at the right time. I would not change the time I came in.
So you just recently crossing over. So you being here, in this area chapter, your sisters with people like Sia in New Yorker, who's the D Block reporter over here at Channel 19. That's my homegirl. And dang it, I can't believe I done forgot her name. And that's my girl, and she gonna smack me if she ever hear this. If she watching, she really gonna be calling me dang it, I can't. Rachel.
Oh.
Rachel, yeah, but she recently crossed over 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, Farley and Mrs. Prince, who's the wife of Raymond A. Prince, who owns R.A.P Funeral Home, and he's also the pastor over at a church on 141st at Harvard. But you got quite a few good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got my sister too. Even though she lives in Columbus, and she went undergrad at Wright State. But yeah, you also got her too.
Mm-hmm. You kind of like your sisters here.
Yeah, Deltas are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, definitely.
They're definitely workers, service,
Mm-hmm.
and just strong women. And when you're not at your best or not as strong, they are there.
Mm-hmm.
At least my line sisters, my big sisters were.
Mm-hmm.
My advisor, when I say beautiful woman,
Yes.
oh, I just beautiful, beautiful people.
Mm-hmm.
And what club? And what club are you? For like what number? What number? Were you? Oh,
Ace, of course.
Ace. Oh, okay. So
No, you
Ace,
part of the
oh,
Ace. Yeah, raise it up.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
I've been an Ace all my life, so.
Yes.
I'm the firstborn. I was the number one on my line too. Okay, see.
Okay. I don't know about them. I don't know what to say about them aces, but
Yeah,
baby.
Number
I
one.
mean,
Respect us.
We'll just know this. Trade club. As they say, is the best club. The trade club.
Trade club.
The trade club's the best club. But you want to know something? I mean, it's. I mean, and like how you said you crossed over and you said you was like virtual and stuff. With COVID now, I will say this. You got some lines that are probably not even pledging because of COVID.
Right.
But then thanks to technology, you got some that are pledging. Like online and stuff and virtual. So that is one thing we have to thank technology for because because I know that.
Still made a way.
Because I actually know somebody who was trying to pledge Kappa at his school, and he was online, but then when the numbers started going up, they had to stop. Like they couldn't even pledge no more because of the numbers.
Right.
And so I really did feel bad for them, and I mean, and with these numbers going up, man, I mean, I do think if they can't, if they can't pledge in person and if they're able to pledge virtual, then that should happen.
It's the same amount of. I mean, I can't say the experience is the same, but it's definitely still a great experience.
Okay.
And once you're in, you go to everything. You're a part of that community, so you still get what you think you missed.
Mm-hmm.
You still get it at the end. At the end of it.
Okay.
So I'm grateful. I went back to another crossing, and it was beautiful.
Okay.
It was beautiful, and it had the same, the atmosphere was still great. It was beautiful. So I don't feel like I missed anything.
Okay.
Like I said, I love the way I came in. I love the fact that Delta, they do not play on hazing. They do not play.
Yeah, good.
Yes, and speaking of that, I'm pretty sure we all know that, Mike DeWine, how he made it a felony to where it's now a felony to where if fraternity or sorority is caught hazing. And that right there, that right there is definitely something to see, how these colleges are going to act now with that because I didn't even know that at first I didn't even know that I always thought it was a felony, especially like if somebody died or something.
Right.
But now whatever you do, even if it's not even killing somebody, it's a felony. Like I thought it was always that, but then it turned out it used to be in some cases it would be a misdemeanor. In some cases.
Right. Well, I know one thing too. Even with Deltas, you can be the one getting hazed. And you will get the boot. If they find out, if somebody else come and report that you're being hazed, you go too. Yeah. Because you allowed it to happen. Mm-hmm. So they are not playing.
Yeah.
So if your reason out there, if your reason is you're afraid to be hazed, don't. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely don't let that be the reason, man. I'll put it like this: if you got the opportunity to get it, then definitely take it.
Yes.
And is there any plans that you got for Founders Day? Even though we're living in this stupid Omicron, Delta, COVID, Corona times and everything. So
I've been just hooking up with my sisters and just shouting out to my sorors and talking, online because we really not really meeting like that anymore. So everything is And like today, like I wasn't expecting to be here, but thank God I'm here
Mm-hmm.
and I'm enjoying it. So I just let the day fall where it may.
Well, just know that Sigma's doing better, so that's why so yeah. So of course you got a fellow Greek man, yes, who I looked out for you. So
Thank you.
yes, we and then so and you also and where are you from again?
I'm originally from St. Louis.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yes. But I moved to Arkansas and I stayed there for about 5 years or so.
Wow.
Finished my degree and just came back here. I have family here, so now I'm here. But originally from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then one of the things that actually this is actually a pretty well actually talking to you prior, this was actually a good subject event that I actually even have. So my question is, so both of you guys are moms, and I was actually getting some grief, man, from a family member not too long ago about when am I going to have a kid? Because I'm about to be 29, and what do you guys think is a good age to have a kid? I mean, I feel like it's never too late to have one. I mean,
it's too late for that. There is a cutoff for that.
I mean, come on.
Not for me. And I had an Uncle Footsy.
Right,
he was 72 when he had his last kid. I'm like, I know you didn't do no work, but
you're right about that.
Like, Lord, I know you just laid there, child, because Lord.
Yes.
But to answer your question, you're 29, you got time,
Yeah.
you got time, it's important that you take your time too.
Well, I'm 28. I'm 28. I ain't 29 yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I think that it's important to, I think that is a good thing when you're having kids in your late 20s and even your 30s and maybe even your 40s and God forbid, well, never mind, I don't want my husband to be like what. But I think that's important nowadays. Like, and I say that because of this, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's just not good and healthy that I know some people personally that are repeating the cycles of their lives, letting their daughters or being okay with their daughters having kids when they're 15 and 16 years old. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's not life, and you're not living life. You know what I'm saying? To the highest possible, grounds or to the best of your ability when you're doing a cutoff and becoming a mom at a young age or even hindering your mom for continuing her life, all because she has to stop and take care of your kid too. One of those, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get stuck. Your mom's going to get stuck, Then you got another guy out here, either he's in or he's out. And like, it's okay to wait. And having a kid doesn't guarantee the togetherness, and it don't make you grown either.
True.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you having a kid at such an early age kind of hinders your development.
Yeah.
Because you got to stop. You got to be this parent. Now, it does mature you on that end, depending on the type of environment. And I'm just speaking truthfully, but for the most part, it doesn't mature you as a person because you got to stop what you're doing. Now you're stopping your life process. You can't do as much as you would like to if you were, not a parent, going out, get more education, get more life experience, get more work experience. So I think it's a good thing now that, we're going into this age where there are a lot of older parents, so that we can get back to the normalcies of not having 33-year-old grandparents and stuff, because ain't nothing like that normal. It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bash anybody because I know people personally, but that's just not healthy mentally. It is just not healthy for the community or the family. You know what I'm saying? So take your time, develop a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's somebody that you want to be with. Don't be going out here raw dogging, you know what I'm saying, and whispering sweet nothing in girls' ears, and then you pops the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why she won because, you weren't taking stuff seriously when you're serious. You know what I'm saying? Women are always ready, to be loved and to be, devoted to and to be, trusted upon and for them to trust you. So it's just a matter of what point in your life are you ready to settle down and be that one, because and that's another thing that's a myth in our ethnic race is that we don't have a lot of good guys in our race. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
I come from a whole lineage of my husband, my mom and daddy there. I grew up with parents, not a parent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with my husband. You know, our parents are still together, you know. And like me and my husband been married for 20 years, you know, like
20 years? Okay.
It'll be 20 years March the 4th. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, people nowadays, man, you know, people barely can stay married for like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What you doing for your anniversary?
We're gonna be in Orlando, baby.
That's right. My whole way from home. Yes.
Yeah. We're taking a whole week because I haven't been on vacation. You know, I've been in the newsrooms, I've been out on the sports fields and courts and stuff. So, and here, so I haven't been on vacation in years because you know I just been working on this, and this isn't all of what it should be and all of what I want it to be. But guess what? Girl needs a break, honey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you deserve
self-care.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Self-care, and that's my thing for this year. I don't like to do titles or whatever.
Yes.
22 is a year for. I don't. But it's just so strong in me right now to focus on me.
Yes.
To focus on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's my goal.
And so now, LaShonda, you know, what do you think? You know, what do you think is probably like the cutoff age for women or a guy to even to have kids? I mean, because I know you're a mom too. So
jokingly, I agree with everything she said. I mean, we look at our neighborhoods, our family structure. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
But we can get back there.
Yeah.
We work together. We have a parent club in Maple Heights, and we're working on it. We're trying to build families, build relationships with our community.
Yes.
So that we can get back to foundational values.
That's right.
I go to the store and it burns me, and I don't know why we do this. And I promise I'm not judging anybody, but I just really would love for us to work on this as mothers, because you curse your kids by what you say to them. Yeah. Words have power. Words cast spells. And so when I see them in the stores and they're cussing their kids out, get your bad ass, get your stupid. That it hurts. It hurts. It's like, no, we can't do that. We have to work on it. And that's one of my goals, is to work on just how we present ourselves in the community.
Yeah.
Yes, because being in our ethnic race, we already have a struggle.
Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, we got some people that's in it for the betterment and for the change of the future of our kids. And it's some that's destroying it by just sticking to all the wrong stuff. Now more than ever, you got kids getting murdered.
Yeah.
And most of these kids out here nowadays, especially if you live in Cleveland, they're the ones that's anywhere from 13 to 17 doing all these carjackings and stuff. And it's like, where are the basic values that you have to work to earn a living and work to earn and get what you want out of life, so it's like, dang on it. It's like the whole 50-50 thing. And then more than anything, let this be an educational point for everybody. Like, one of our biggest structural setbacks is the fact that we still call ourselves Black.
Yeah.
Okay, so, they consider us, and it's in the Constitution, they consider us 1/3 a human, 1/4 a human being, all because of that one damn word that doesn't even define us when we look it up in the dictionary.
Yeah.
It defines everything else: death, evil, all this stuff, and it's because of that awful word that we're considered, 1/3 or 1/4 a human being. And then there's other important stuff that we don't know about that I would like everybody to start. When you get every guy, because I know everybody got lives, but if ever you get a moment in life, YouTube it, go to the library and pull that book or go buy it. But just check out the story on the Louisiana Purchase.
Louisiana Purchase. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I'm about to check that out.
That is so important to our lives, and knowing who we are as a people, and knowing what originally was situated here in these United States. And it'll explain a lot too. And it'll also help you some might need to go and take a look into their ancestry. I urge every melanated person to do so. Because you might be surprised to find out that you didn't come from slaves. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, well I think we all got an ancestor that was a slave.
Yeah, but how far back?
Yeah.
That's how far back? Because see,
we did our lineage, and my father came up with the fact that we were Black pirates.
See,
Black pirates.
See. See?
Never heard that one
Yep.
before.
Like,
that's why I'm so rebellious.
yeah, okay, so mine, on my mom's side and my dad's side. My mom's side, it goes back to 1701. On my mom's side, it goes back to 1693. And us Bessicks, Hayworth, Taylors, and Greers, like we weren't slaves, we were here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the same thing with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Is I keep going on my dad. I think my dad, even though I pay for it, so we'll see. But I think my dad's is about to turn because the deeper we go, I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie. But the deeper we go, we see that my dad's original trace might come from over there in the Philippines.
Oh, snap.
Right, that part.
Yeah.
You know, because my husband found out an awful truth. You know what I'm saying? That his great grandfather was John Wesley, who his dad is named after too, was a white man.
Oh man. See, man, yeah, man, yeah, you beat up. See, man, yeah. Now that's one I didn't even think about that, Marie, because now I'm kind of worried, man.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I can beat up. Knowing my luck, I be done looked up something, and then my ass could be related to Lizzie Borden or somebody.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, you know, so real quick, because I don't want to burden y'all with this. I know we in the midst of conversation, but the Louisiana Purchase, y'all. When I tell y'all that it's gonna blow y'all minds. You know, everything started here, and the Louisiana Purchase is what broke everything off. You know, back then there was no term for us being under the name black or being called black. We were Moors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was our ethnicity, that was our race. We were Moorish Americans, you know, out of that Louisiana Purchase. Like, we had so much, just like with Black Wall Street. And shout out to Nat Turner and Nat Jones, wherever y'all at. But gee whiz.
Yes.
That's a good story.
Oh boy, yes.
I'm gonna look that up.
Fire under you.
Yes, the Louisiana Purchase, you'll see that everything originated from here, and we held a lot of it. I don't, you know, I'm still doing a lot of insight and work into it because, like, I just really want to know, like, where exactly did we go wrong? You know, like how they sent bombs over, you know what I'm saying, to our areas to bomb us out. You know, so first of all, we know that they're that afraid of us. To this day, they're that afraid of us.
Yeah.
You know, but gee whiz.
Yeah.
And how come we didn't have something to take back?
Exactly.
That ain't gonna happen again.
Oh no,
but you know, it's just the learning and the taking all of that in, and then you know taking that, you know, because there's so much that we've been lied to about. You know, so much that we've been lied to about our whole history. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate.
But it's biblical as well.
Yeah.
Everything is in the Bible.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Not
but
everything.
Which one, though?
Yeah. And
you know
some interesting. That just reminded me. As you say about the Bible. I mean, not me. Now I come from a Christian family.
Yeah, me too.
But I'll never forget one time when I was watching the History Channel. They was talking about the Bible and how you got different versions of it. You know, because and like how you know, because each Bible, because you know you do got these different versions of the Bible, and then you know you got the Old Testament that's written different than the New Testament, and then I'll never forget on that special they claim Thomas Jefferson had wrote a part of the Bible. Yeah, and I'm like, I have never heard that before. I mean, I know some history, and I ain't never heard of no president writing a part of the Bible. Yeah, well, I'm spiritual, and I grew up in a Christian home, but you know, like some things in it I do question, like how could you have a whole Bible named after a child molester and a rapist? Yeah, I'm talking about King James.
Well, I mean, David. What was David? He was a murderer.
Yeah,
he was an adulterer.
So why is the, you know what I'm saying, most full of covenants?
I mean, think about it. Nothing changes under the sun. We do the same thing. The people that we look at as our heroes, they have things in their past that we don't want to see or need to see. Yeah, you know, it would hinder our walk. You know, what we believe. Yeah. So just back then, same thing. They did things they weren't supposed to do. They made grave mistakes. But they were used greatly and mightily, I believe. And even today, I know people that have spoken to my life and prophesied into my life that really pushed me in the right direction. But at the same time, I turn around and find out they did some craziness. Yeah. So, I mean,
that's true.
Yeah. You know, for me, there's this whole other thing where some of those doctrines were put together. We know who the author is. You know what I'm saying? Some of those doctrines were put together to keep us in check. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And I don't know, but I will say this, regardless of what I believe, what I firmly believe is that I respect whatever walk of life someone chooses.
Yeah.
Even if I said I don't believe in the Bible, I respect the people that do. Just think if some of these people, because I had somebody calling in to one of the shows that used to be here, just harassing the guys, false prophets, liars. Thank you.
Oh man.
Liars, and I'm like, that's so disrespectful to these young guys, and they were all in between, your age, 28 and under. They were Israelites. And my thing is, I don't care if you do disagree with what they say. I don't see you going stomping on the Catholics or the Methodists or anybody else's door, coming down on somebody else's broadcast because you don't disagree. You don't agree with what they say. That's disrespectful as hell. And more than anything, just imagine where these guys could be if they weren't here.
Yeah.
If they weren't speaking the word and living their life according to the word, whether you agree with it or not.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a process. I don't care what religion, what you
yes.
believe. It's still a process. It's still a matter of taking it in by faith or taking in something that you don't know or don't see and taking it as your own, lifestyle,
right,
or life change.
Right.
So
right.
it's still a process either way.
Right.
And we all have our process. Let us walk our own path.
Yeah. And I've mentioned this on this show before too. History definitely rewrites itself. Like, we don't know what the hell happened because we wasn't around. We wasn't around when when stuff was going on. So we really don't know. In a way, you really don't know what to believe.
There's always somebody to tell you. You got elders in your family.
Well, you got them.
Everybody got elders. I still got elders.
Yeah.
I still got Nettie Mae. She about
my grandmother. I gotta say this. My grandmother. She is our I don't want to say shaman, but she's the storyteller. She has the history of our family, but every year the stories change.
Oh wow!
Every year the stories change. Yeah.
But you think about that, just passing time through generations and generations of time, you get different stories. I mean, they start out and that's just as even as we sit here today. I might say one thing and then I pass it to you, and you can refer it to the next person, and it might be a little different, but same message.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's. Yeah, oh man, I can't wait till Black History Month, man. I gotta think of some real good topics to go. So I definitely gotta think of some real good topics, man. I mean, especially when talking about going to the African American History Museum, which is definitely something I do recommend everybody to go see if you're in DC, because that place is just amazing. And I remember I got family members still alive that still remember back when the Emmett Till thing had happened.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they're making a movie about that too. I actually do want to see it.
Me too.
Yeah, I do want to see it. And
we know others have done it, but this one looks to see. It seems a little bit more in depth.
Yes, it was. Yeah. That was probably one of the most fucked up trials we have. Yeah, in history.
One of.
I'm just regurgitating what I've heard because I didn't see it where the woman who was the I guess the victim of what happened, she confessed that everything was lies.
Yeah. On her deathbed, she confessed. She confessed that he never actually whistled at her, didn't do nothing. Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, and you confess this on your deathbed, yeah, you are just a straight up
trash,
asshole.
You trying to get in, you trying to get in them pearly gates.
Trash.
Yeah, you're trying to get to them pearly gates.
Yeah. I hope not. I hope she choked on the way down too.
You're gonna be only gate you're gonna be going to is the one that's made out of flames. That's the gate you're going to. Yeah.
Okay.
And then and while we're even on this subject, I mean, as we saw, we did see justice pretty much served with the Audrey Allenby case. Everybody got life without parole, and everybody's just like, it is about damn time, because when it came to George Floyd's case, that guy, he only got what, like 17 years, I think, or something like that, and might not even serve all that. And then you got the one female cop, which I don't know if they sentenced her or not yet. I'm trying to remember if they had sentenced her.
I don't want to say I stay away from it, but I get heated about stuff like that. Yeah. So I do try to stay away from it. I hear on the grind, just people talking about it, but it does something to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and I understand. I can understand that, but like, I do think that when it came to the Audrey case, it's me personally, even I think it's about damn time, because yes, all three got life without parole, which they deserve.
Absolutely.
Well, except for, I think they all got life
except for the idiot that was recorded.
Yeah, except for
he got 30 years, but he ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, I'm not ready to say shit.
He ain't gonna make it.
He 30 years, that feels like a life to me. Shit.
Yeah, he old, and I'm pretty sure that Ahmaud Arbery and hopefully every person that lived or still lives in that community will be right there to be like, no sir, no God.
Oh, why say Audrey? I mean, yeah, Ahmaud Arbery, yeah. Yeah,
but what I don't like is that, what was that little fun boy's name? His fat mama drove him, like I should be calling somebody fat, but his fat, sloppy, pig-headed mama drove him here.
He deserves to be called that.
Yeah, and drove him. He drove him, into Wisconsin to kill 2 people and injure another.
Yeah,
that little fun boy, and the guy that sold him the gun, he got off too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, because I didn't really follow that case too much. But okay, wow.
Me neither, because I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, he didn't kill one of our people.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true.
I would have felt different, Yeah. But locally, you guys, the little punk DeWine, he shot down the GOP and them trying to remap Ohio. Yeah. I'm happy about that. Yeah, that was important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because gee whiz, what it would have done, it would have been a full red state.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A full red state.
So many voting laws that change right under our nose.
Yes.
While we're fussing and fighting about this or that, they changing voting rights. They're changing lives. They're changing, lives, and we don't even know if we won't even know until the damage is done.
Yeah.
But we do need to keep our eyes and ears open for what are they doing that'll prevent or promote our voting rights. So,
that's something that we got to stand in on, because we know they don't really care.
No,
and even the ones that say they care, they don't really care, because if they did, we wouldn't even have to go through this. If it was enough of them that really care, we wouldn't have to go through this. But guess what? We got to care more than they do. Because at the end of the day, it don't faze them. You know what I'm saying? They're European. Excuse me. They're European Americans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they got the privilege card. And for the ones that don't speak up on it, well, we know what side, they're going to be over, sliding back over to the other side, standing behind them, because they don't want us to see them, but we see you. And for the rest, they just, they wear horns, Yeah. I say, we living amongst lost souls and evil.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I'm saying? The demons walking the earth.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a pretty fucked up world. Yes, we do. Yes, and not only that, I mean, that even doesn't make me think about something else. I mean, what didn't they? I mean, because they were talking about how it was the anniversary with that whole thing about the White House attack.
Oh yeah, January 6th.
Yeah, they're talking about so they're bringing up the anniversary of that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you just now have putting people on trial for that. Where, as Kevin Hart said, and I agree with him, if it was the other color, it would have been looking like World War III. Everybody getting shot at. Everybody getting shot at down there.
The trial would have been on the lawn.
Yeah, the trial probably would have been over already. Everybody would have got life, death penalty, all this stuff.
Right,
if it was. Yeah. and that's what I find. That's what I find BS. Like you waited a whole year to decide to put somebody on trial. Well, some of these people on trial.
I would have to believe somebody spoke up for the victims, the ones that died. Somebody came up and said, whether they, I'm gonna say the other couple, they, they're not gonna let their family member die.
Yeah.
Like that. So I believe they spoke up and they got, I guess, the result or somebody to say something, to speak out, or to do something, and for them, for their defense, or.
Yes. Well, man, it's man. I mean, it's gonna take a while for us to get better. The only thing we can do now is just make it the best that we can.
Stick together.
Yeah, stick together.
Just continue to work on the values that made us the good people that we are. You know.
Yeah, and stop making us look bad, people. The ones that are doing it, like the one 18-year-old who had killed the off-duty cop.
Oh yeah. But guess what? Unfortunately, we got to take a note from the European people because unfortunately, we get every race, every culture has some good and bad, and the good does outweigh the bad. The good just overshadows the bad just overshadows the good because of what they do.
Yeah.
But we just gotta stick together. For those of us that are in it to win it, continue to build on values, on trust, our sharing information with each other to help each other grow.
Yes.
That's been my problem my whole life.
I will have to shout out to Maple Heights Parent Advisory
Council. Okay.
They are doing the thing.
Yes.
And I mean, it's just now starting out, but if you have children in Maple Heights School District, get involved.
I gotta tell my brother, his wife.
Right, because, I mean, it's about time.
Yeah, because both of his kids go to Maple. My nephew graduated from Maple the year before last.
Yes, it's about time. It's about time. We've had 3 meetings so far, and nice turnouts, different organizations that are in Maple Heights, but it's a beautiful thing.
That's what's
up. Because it's about parents having a voice. The school district has a voice, the government has a voice. But where's our voice?
That's right.
Our voice
That's
for our
right.
kids? And we have a voice, but it ain't right.
Right.
Right. We have to, get some strength behind us, and so we can start making some changes, making real change and real progress. Because now we know what we need, we know what our kids need, and we helping each other and strengthening each other. And that's the whole focus. It has nothing to do with the school district, nothing to do with any other entity. We are our own parent meeting together to strengthen each other with resources and, just helping each other. If you don't have a ride, somebody is going your way. Somebody can help you in that area.
Right.
So it's a good thing. So if you're in Maple Heights School District, have children, look for that parent meeting.
Parent meeting? Okay.
That's what's up.
Yes. Oh,
That's
man.
What's up.
Yeah, man. We definitely do need to stick together and help out one another. Yes, oh, man.
And hold to our values. We're hardworking, good people. You know what I'm saying? That do good things in our communities. We got to spread that. We got to make sure we feed it to our kids. Of course, y'all know that. You got to feed it. Ryan, you don't know yet, but everything that's good in you, you got to spread it to your kids. You know what I'm saying?
I got a goddaughter. So
okay.
I
But it's got to be in a physical sense. Always in a physical sense. Because ain't nobody no mind readers. They got to hear it from you. They got to see it from you.
It's an act.
Yes. That's so important. Yeah.
Yeah, and because man, I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, I just think that now it's just I don't know. I don't know what to expect every day. Yeah, I mean, whenever it's just I'm just pretty. But at the same time, I'm also prepared for anything. But at the same time, I'm not prepared for anything for what happens because just so much that's just happening and just so much that's just going on.
And a word of advice to you, Ryan.
Yes.
Because I see you in mixed company a lot.
Is that mixed company?
Yes.
Oh.
If you end up with a white woman,
man.
she has got to be down for the team.
Okay. Well, yes, she does.
Because let me tell you something. On the true side, I don't care who don't like it. There's some white people that marry us melanated people, and they still who they are. It don't make them no less racist. You know, they still get it. I look, because I got family close to me that's married. You know, I'm the black sheep when it comes to this, and you know, they still want to get offended by stuff, and I'm like, oh, you really ain't down for it then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've never heard of Black History. Oh, so you don't watch the news, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to read the same. Because
you know they speak of Black history everywhere. You know, and some stuff is just offensive. You know what I'm saying? And so they got to be down for the cause. It can't be no half stepping.
Yeah.
I urge you to continue to be who you are, and let them say you don't need no white girl to act black. If you wanted a black girl, you can get a black girl. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with. I tried to explain to my sister, look, you want a brother, you get a brother. You don't need a white guy to act like you. That's the whole point in diversifying and blending, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to make sure they down for you more than anything.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because it's easy to be, you know, it's easy to be biased, you know, with them because their life is easy. They live in the world of privilege. All because they're European Americans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But for you, it's something different and it's a whole lot more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you live the fight no matter who you stand with because you're melanated. Yeah. You know, and because of who we are culture-wise and what we are from the past on to the present, because nothing takes away the fear that they have for us. Yeah. So you just got to make sure you protect it in that sense. Make sure she's down for you like that or else it's a no-go. Honey. Yeah, exactly. And as your sister, I won't go for it. I'm just saying.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. I mean, because I'm already say, you know, as long as she's not like the girl from Get Out, you know, I ain't gonna that part. If she's like the girl from Get Out, then I'm cool. Yeah.
Hey, because true story, y'all had this best friend. Me and her went to school together. European girl. She all of her friends were melanated, were us. She even married a melanated man and adopted some melanated kids with the help of his sister. But then I started to notice some things, like why they all want us to separate from the families. Just cause she started to not want his sister around. And I'm like, why she ain't never did nothing to you? And I kept asking, is there something going on? No, I just don't want her around. And I'm like, what? And then guess what happened, y'all? Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, man.
Yes. Uh-oh. And so we had the great debate, and I'm like, you know, she's like, he just needs to shut up and do his job. I said, bitch, you sound like you told him to go back to Africa, you know? So I'm like, how could you say something like that? First of all, when something like this could affect your kids who are
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can't have that type of thought. I stand with the flag and all this. I saw, here go this bitch, and the damn Ashton Bueller done came out and, you know. Shout out to Susan Morgan Crabtree, because if she watching or listening, I'm talking about you.
There you go. Oh, man. See, this is what I like about Marie. Man. See, Marie should have been on the Obama administration. Or, you know, or if Marie was around, if Marie was around during the 50s and 60s, you know, you could have been on Martin Luther King's team.
I probably would have been dead.
You probably would have been dead?
Oh, yeah, because, baby, listen, I ain't going for none of it, and I ain't going to sit back and watch any of it. And then, you know, I probably wouldn't have been my parents' friends, because, let me be honest, during those times, my parents grew up in the 50s and the 60s. I feel like once they got over the hump, you know, because growing up, my mom and dad, you know, they couldn't even look a white person in the face, of course, or the Emmett Till was happening. Yeah. You know, but then all of a sudden, you know, they broke through that, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, started to get equal rights, and there wasn't no longer, you know, black and white bathrooms and all this stuff. And then here come the 70s, all of a sudden flower children came in and white people was too high to fight, so they just wanted to dance, have sex, and get naked. You know what I'm saying? And everybody thought it was a lovely day. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? They accepted the changes and didn't bother to fight for more, is the reason why we're looking at what we're looking at today, even as far as police brutality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know if I'd have made it, because, baby, listen.
I don't know about either. I mean,
I think they would have got rid of me.
Yeah, I couldn't take no dog bites on the ass.
No way.
And shower with fire hoses.
Yeah, and all them ugly Beckys. Always the ugly Beckys hollering rape. I would have stabbed the skin off of all of them. You understand? Yes. I would have found the chick that said Emmett Till whistled at her ugly ass, and I would have beat her down. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to picture her.
Or like, you know, Marie should have been. Oh no, Marie should have been.
Right, your ugly ass.
Yeah. She is not guilty.
Yeah, right.
That bitch is not guilty. Right. Or like I'm just trying to picture Marie on the Obama administration, like just cussing out Trump. He's like, I'm just trying to picture that, or you cussing out Ben Carson.
Yeah. Shut your ass up. You was just with a prostitute.
Yeah, you ain't stabbed nobody when you was
serious?
You ain't stabbed nobody when you was 15, Ben
Right.
Yeah, you ain't stabbed nobody. You got your degree. You got your degree from a cereal box.
Yeah, I'd have made Don tell the truth. I'd have and get his daddy in check.
Man, yes, that.
And then I would have shipped his wife home. Because are you serious? You talking about walls and stuff in here. Your wife can barely speak a word of English and don't want to open her eyes. It made me wonder.
She didn't want to touch that man.
Okay, I know, right? And then during the last debate between her and Biden, you see him push her in the back down the dang on stairs. I was done with that.
Or I actually wanted to, or I would have loved to hear your reaction.
I
would have loved to hear your reaction from when Carson said about slaves being immigrants and all that. I would have loved to hear your reaction from that.
Man, listen. I think my reaction, I don't know, I just couldn't have been close to him. I would have got charged with assault. And felt offended all at the same time. Like, dude.
Oh,
like, you cannot be serious.
Yes.
The coonery is so real, Lord.
Oh, man. Yeah, see, oh, man, dude. This is what I like about Marie, man. Marie keeps it 100, man. Yeah, she need to... She need to like teach some like Black history classes or something.
I'm here though. Yeah. This is why we the voice of the revolution. Where we don't bring the static, where we still don't bring the noise. But I left the newsroom. Well, it was kind of like a mutual thing. They didn't want to pay me. They was paying the intern more than they paid me. So that's see that part. Yeah. So plus it was some things that went down in the newsroom I'm just not a fan of. And so we're here to tell our stories, tell about our stories, tell about our lives. Yeah. Talk about things in our community and put our communities on the forefront. To build a better tomorrow for us and our kids. Yeah. So we're here for that. It ain't gonna be no whitewashing, no buffoonery as far as stories being told or no lies, or cutting stuff out. We're gonna tell it all here.
Or like maybe Marie could have been one of the Black Panthers. I can see her being a Black Panther with the afro. Yeah, the big old afro. Yeah, I could definitely see her being, man, definitely being part of the Black Panthers and everything.
Like, I know I would have.
Yeah, you'll be like some. I can just see you. You'll be like some man. Yes, we demand another season of Soul Train. Don't you cancel Soul Train?
Yeah. What? I wouldn't have said nothing. I just took it. Everybody, come on. The whole clan. Everybody, come on and just stand out in front of the studio. Because you know what happens when a bunch of us get together. Yeah. It stops everything. You see all the Israelites that went in front of that man house that shot at him and his wife was standing out. Whoa, when I tell you nobody wanted to come, the police didn't want to come or nothing, Jack. Boy, when we get together, it's power.
Yes, it is.
And that's where the fear comes in.
Yes. Yes. But that's what we got to live on and continue to push through and carry with us. That when we are together, we are unstoppable.
We are. Yes. And they know we are.
Yes.
Man, this is just fun, man. Yes, I just love doing this, man. Oh my goodness. Man.
Invite me back.
You're definitely welcome back. We got a caller?
Hi, caller. Thanks. Hello. Thanks for calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Deborah Ingram, and I'm calling from Arkansas.
Hello. Thank you for calling.
Hey, sis. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well.
Good. So how's everything going over there?
All is well. We just on this radio station, and you called in?
I called in.
Yeah.
Wow. I know I sent the link to you to listen to, and I said, what? My sister Deborah. What? This is cool. When I say family, like, people that community coming together. Like, this woman I met, you would think we've known each other for 30, 40, 50 years, all our lives, but we just, how long we been knowing each other? 3?
About 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
When I say that's cool. my sis, when I say community and family.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna tell you
That's
a
my sister.
story, and it's kind of funny because we were all, having like a little family outing, and of course I had a little something to sniffle, a little drink or something.
A little sip, a little drink.
And all I could say was, "Oh, I love y'all. I love y'all." I just went on my soapbox. That's how good you can have it with people you don't know, with community, with friends. You can make things change. You can shake things in your life just by being a friend, being a true friend, and being somebody in the community that really want to help each other.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Not too many
And
of
you
those.
know, we
No.
hit it off so fast. I mean, it
Yes.
was just like instantly. And I was working in the school, and she was subbing in the school. And she came that day, and she actually sat there and we talked for like an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
There was just an instant connection.
Yes.
Wow.
And now our families are
Blended.
combined.
Yeah.
That's
we
awesome.
trying to marry off my son with her goddaughter.
Oh, wow.
And they're like 4 and 3.
You're getting it ready.
Yes. Grooming them on up.
There you go. Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
We are family.
Yeah.
and I like that, and I appreciate that. Just being in, yeah. Don't get me all emotional. And see, that's what I'm saying. She called the radio.
Oh, go on, don't start tearing up. Don't start tearing up on us. Come on.
That's my family.
Well, family is everything. Yes. Nobody take care of family like family. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, let me see. So time flies, man, when you are having fun. Oh my goodness. Yes.
No.
Yes, it is. So man, what? Where's that? Who's I calling in? We on the call. Oh man. Yes. And what's your name again, Miss?
Deborah Ingram.
Deborah Ingram. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yes, Deborah, yes, we definitely do want to thank you for calling in. We are actually about to be ready to go to our music break right now, and and like I said, people, here on the R.A.P radio show, we talk about anything. Man, speaking of call-ins, if you do want to call in, you can call us in at 216-939-5087. That is 216-939-5087. And on the R.A.P radio show, we will be right back in a few.
That was so fun, y'all. So what y'all do now?
Take a music break and then we come back and my sister. I'm trying to see if my sister might come on virtual. Is it too late to do that, Marie? Or okay, I'll give you her email if she does. She said she gets off work at 5:45.
I can see. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can see. I can see about that. I'm sick of all these times. Think I done too many rounds. Hard to see the value in these half-hearted encounters. Can't deal with the truth, so we just change the world around us to be the new, just like we wanted to. Fuck
Want someone to share. I called the lead side on that.
All right, yes. Welcome back, everybody, to the Rap Radio Show with me as your host, Ryan A Polk, and with me I got LaShonda Legrone, and and also I got my producer right over here. I call her Marie.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, it's Thirsty Thursday, man. She's showing it. Oh man, so yeah, so again, on here we talk about anything, and we want to, in case you didn't hear. Nine 5087, and man,
Nobody heard all that commotion.
you said you have one.
Nobody heard it.
No, I don't think they did.
Thank goodness.
If they did, then they got to see some of the bloopers, or hear some of the bloopers.
Right. Don't.
Oh, so okay, so here we are. We're into the new year, and is there anybody who?
I got something.
What?
Going back to your question, because I
Which
don't
question?
think I ever answered it really. When you said the right age to
Oh yes,
have
right.
a
Oh yeah,
child.
'cause we did kind of venture off. Yes,
Yeah,
we did venture
I
off.
went somewhere in Mars. I don't know what I was doing. But my answer to that would be, what do you bring to the table? It's almost like a relationship, if you think of it like that way. What do you bring to the table as far as being in this child's life?
Yeah.
If you can answer that with certainty and assurance, then I would say it might be time. If you can't, you definitely don't want to have kids.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but then man, this to me, I just feel like okay. I mean, I sometimes I feel like it's probably never too late to have a kid. I mean, come on now, you got what? You got Janet. I mean, Janet Jackson had her first kid at 50, and she had her first kid at 50.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was 40 in my 40s.
You was in your 40s on your first one?
No, not my first one. My last one.
Like
Oh,
last one.
that's
okay.
cool.
See, so you was still. I mean, I consider 40s young to have a kid.
Now that I'm 40, it's young. When I was 20, I would have been old as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, now look, you having a kid in your 40s, like, did that kid seem a little bit more advanced than the other ones?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I noticed
like a
that.
little man.
Yes.
He is like a grown man. When I say he sits on the couch and crosses his legs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like a old soul.
Yeah, because my friend, shout out to Ryan Lang, he's over at another radio station in Akron, but him and his wife, they had a little boy, and Ryan was 51. That was his first kid, yeah. And then they got married. But when I tell you that the day that boy was born, he was holding his head up.
Mm-hmm.
He was holding his head up, looking around and stuff. Like, I know you can't see much. I know you still catching the focus, but he was up there like,
what the?
Yeah.
What the? Okay, so I guess in a way, I guess it's good to. I guess it's good to have kids when you do have older, because they'll be like Smart Guy, TJ from Smart Guy.
Okay,
and I do have to say this, because this kind of brought me to a reality. When you have a child at the age of 40, I don't know why, but they call it a geriatric pregnancy. Geriatric pregnancy.
Yes.
I ain't no geriatric.
I know, right?
I mean,
Hey, but at 34, that's what they call mine, and then they label me as diabetic, and I'm like, I'm not diabetic. All because.
So you was 30. You was 34 when you had your first.
Sky.
Sky?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's young to have one.
Yeah, that's right.
It was
feel like
perfect.
That's right where you should be.
Yeah, it was perfect for me.
You made some decisions, some adult decisions.
I done did some things.
Life experiences.
Yes,
right. You had them, and
I traveled the world,
Exactly.
And me and my husband Ray, he called me up at work, like, "What's up? Like, we gonna do this or what? Straight up, honest to God."
Yeah. But it's. I would say, I started young, and it did hold everything back. Everybody's story maybe, is tailored to them. It held a lot back for me. However, in addition to that, holding it back is that it seemed like I never even I don't want to say mature, but I'll say I'm still doing things that 20-year-olds do because I started so early. I got married at the age of, I think I was 20. And I just did everything early.
Yeah.
So I never really grew into it.
You got married at 20. Oh wow, you was real young.
I had a child.
You wasn't even old enough to even have liquor at the wedding. Oh, at least not by society.
Normally,
by society, you couldn't have liquor there, but but like you could tell the truth, man. People brought in flasks and stuff, and airplane shots.
Sit on some wine.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you out there and you don't have kids and you're young, please wait. Live your life. Live a life.
Do you, boo boo?
Exactly.
So I guess I sound crazy when I say this because I wanted to have kids when I was really young. Like I wanted to have a kid when I was 18 or 21. Probably because I just didn't want to be. I didn't want to be all up in age having a kid. I wanted to enjoy my kid while I'm young. And now it's still to be still a little bit of a question mark for me if I even want to even have some because I want to be financially stable. I definitely want to make sure it's with the right one. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can tell you right now, man, some of the women I've dealt with in my past, I'm happy I don't have any kids by them at all.
Hey, but let me tell you something. Anytime you have a kid, when you're ready, like you're gonna be young again. Period.
Yes.
Even if you're 35 having your first kid, you're gonna be. Some people do worry about that. I want to be young with my kids so that I can have all this energy. You're gonna have it no matter what.
You'll have to have it, or they'll be whooping your tail.
Yeah. But it's just that spice of life that they give you. You know what I'm saying? Like kids give you this spice of life, and
Yeah, I feel like Benjamin Button.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but then, and here was actually another interesting one. I mean, like. So I was really to the point. So I actually know somebody who, who is I have a lesbian friend, and she was talking about how she said that, she wouldn't mind having a kid with me, just because she wants kids, so I could be the baby daddy. And I was thinking like, well, I could deal with less baby mama drama. Don't have to worry about no child support. Because, this woman likes women.
Yeah, but would she stay that way, though?
Right.
Here's because I've seen that before. Would she stay that way? Or would she, and be careful.
She would probably want to raise that child with her mate.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, well, I hope not, because when we talked about, I mean, of course, I want her mate to be there, but, like, when we was talking about it, I was just asking her, like, okay, does this mean, we're going to be having to go to court and stuff? We're going to do a custody battle? She was like, no, we could take turns, raising the kid and everything. And it was so funny though, because I actually know some females who are lesbians who actually have, slept with men just so they can have a kid with them.
That's the only way they're going to have.
Yeah.
And the guys who they slept with, their father, they are in the kid's life too, as well.
But how much can you really give a kid and you live on 30th and she live on...
Oh, listen now. You said it. I was thinking it. Okay.
How much?
It all depends on the situation, because, if y'all live in Crystal Towers, the father can live on the 3rd floor, mom lives on the 5th floor, it can be like that.
I just think it's important that both parents be there.
I do.
Because that's another
how important I think that is. And this is, I'm telling my business, I'm putting it out there today.
Go ahead.
But only for the purpose of this situation.
Yes.
I moved here from Arkansas. My son's father lives in Arkansas.
Okay. In
order for us to raise him, he moved here with me.
Oh, wow.
So we're in the same household. We're co-parents. He has his thing. I have my thing.
Oh wow!
And we get along great. Our son is happy.
Yeah.
It's a lark. When I say he's so happy, I don't know how long this gonna go.
I don't know, but bless
right
y'all.
now,
That's beautiful that y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's still.
That's
I hope
beautiful.
It does go
Yeah, bless y'all.
I see the difference.
Bless y'all. Bless y'all. Both of y'all are important. I hate people. I can't stand here, and that's my pet peeve. Women saying I'm the king and the queen. No, you're not. Like there are things that we can't teach our sons or daughters that are needed for men. Men are needed as much as we are. They are needed for structure, for balance, for that good strength and support. You know what I'm saying? The men provide the sturdiness in a man or a young girl's life. The men being in a girl's life teaches them to say no, nigga. I said no. You
don't look like my daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just no, I'm not ready. No, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't got time for that. All of that, And for men, they provide that good structure. Good. Whether you choose to be an artesian man or a white collar man, male structure in life provides that.
Yes, and it's just so I don't know. I mean, it's just so. I just think that it's just so interesting how when you see relationships with people who have kids and then a significant other is still in that life versus you got versus the situation where couple has a kid, dad disappears forever or dad disappears for years, come back. I mean, because I knew somebody who this was actually pretty interesting. When it came to their co-parenting with the kids, they one would get the kids every 6 months for some reason. Yeah, one would get the kids every 6 months, and I'm just like, wow, okay, that's interesting. But the thing was that, you had the mom who lives here and the father lives in Toledo. So
oh wow,
yeah, so I'm just wondering, okay, what? So is this kid switching schools every 6 months or something like that? Yeah, how what is going on there?
How does that work?
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I was just so just out of my mind with when it came to the kid situation that I was thinking of taking my one lesbian's friend off her maybe that way I could. I mean, she does look good too, after all. So yeah.
I said, I tell
good.
you what. I guess if okay. So let me be honest. My friend came to me and asked me because she could not have kids. Could they? And her husband his sperm wasn't healthy and it wouldn't. So, she got in vitro fertilization with my husband's sperm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
To me, really, I'm pretty open. I'm open. What is the ultimate goal?
Yeah.
Is if you don't have an answer for what is the ultimate goal, what would your child how would your child benefit from being in this situation?
Yeah.
If you can't answer that without conviction, then don't do it.
Yep, that's right.
That's true.
Right. That's right.
And because me, like I said, back again, man, it's gonna be hard having one with the right one. Oh my goodness, yeah.
It won't be hard, trust me.
Man, well.
And then once you find the right one, everything will just flow.
Yes, I mean it was just so funny because I remember when I was door dashing not too long ago, here I am, I drop off an order, and I drop an order to the customer, and the cops is there, and then I give it to the girl, and then it's a dude there, and then he as I'm going to my car, he said, dog, let me tell you something. Never ever have a girl with a fucked up woman.
Oh wow.
So I'm assuming that was okay. That was a baby mama, baby daddy situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that literally just made my day. Oh my goodness. I'm like, man, now I'm almost, man, at this point, man, I don't know. I mean, I would stick to being a godfather at this point.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Well, I guess I still got time in a way, yes. Because I mean, if I consider 40 to be young and have a kid, then okay, I guess I still got some time.
You got time.
Yes. And since I do got two ladies here in front of me, my next question is this. So this is something I do want to get off my chest, because what do you guys think about this? So when it comes to a date, or when it just come to like, say, if it's just not even somebody, not even you guys are even dating or in a relationship. What if you guys go out and then y'all go out and then is it always fair for a woman? Is it always fair for a woman to pay, or like how should it go when you're in? I mean, I'm gonna start with being in a relationship first. When you're in a relationship, do you think the dude should always pay, or do you think that the it should just switch? Because I have a friend who literally had told me that, since guys make more money than girls, they should always pay. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
Think you don't?
No, like I got a whole husband, and like come on now, this is our lives together, know. So, like that don't even bear no weight on us. If I pay for it, I pay for it. If he do, he do. Sometimes I get it out quicker than he do.
So, quicker than he
like
do.
you really paying for yourself.
Right. Come
you
on
are
now.
one. You are one entity.
Yeah.
But if you dating, were you gonna ask that?
Well, yeah, that's gonna be my next one. First I'm gonna start with just relationships. Like just relationships and marriages.
Relationships. I don't think one should pay more, or one should always pay.
Yeah.
I think I always say let the relationship define itself.
That's right. That's right.
You don't know what the situation is. He may not be working, or he may not make as much money. And I've been in different positions in my life when I was married that I did pay for everything and gladly paid for it because I know he would do it for me.
Yeah.
When I was down, or if I wasn't working, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So, and you one entity. It doesn't matter. It's like you feeding yourself. You taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
So in a relationship.
Yes. Now you're in a relationship. Yes. You're not married.
In a relationship.
Yeah. So that's the next. What else will be my next one? Now, so in marriages, yes, we agree that that it should just be on it. A guy should always pay. Now, moving down to relationships. Boyfriend girlfriend. How should that always be? Because
if you don't, you might still be asking those same questions outside of marriage. Or who should pay? Like keep asking yourself that, and you see where you be later on. But no, seriously, like how do you cross over if you don't start to apply, especially when you see that you're serious and you're dating exclusively? Like, how do you get to the next level if you don't start showing those attributes that I'm willing to take care of you just as much as you? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Now, do you guys think that when you're being invited out, like if a guy invites you out, is that when he should pay? Because I've actually heard some girls say, "Oh, well, if I'm being invited out, then I'm assuming he's paying." Yeah.
No, I don't play that one because number one, for me personally, you take me out to eat, you ain't gonna get the cookie just because you bought me a cookie.
Yeah.
So. No, I don't.
But if you ask me out, I'm assuming that you plan on taking care of this night. Or you don't need to be asking me out.
If you ask me,
yeah.
If you ask me, definitely.
Oh yeah, like if I be like, okay, hey, let me take you out. I want to take you to this spot on me and stuff. Then yeah, well you already have said the magic word. Yeah, you already said the magic word.
Let me.
Yeah, let me do it. So yeah, so choose your words wisely. But yes, I mean I do agree with that. I mean. If they're speaking like, okay, I'm going to cover this, then yeah, most likely because and me, I'm broke, so I'll accept any gifts or any free dates, yeah. And then what about what about on the first date? Because like when it comes to the first date, should the guy pay? Because I've heard this a lot where yes, girls have said, oh. For the first date, the guy should always pay, unless if the girl offers to take him out. Like, do you think the guy should always pay the first date? Or no?
Same thing is if you ask me out, it's on you.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me out.
Yeah. So if it's like, okay, hey, let me take you out to the movies, then yes, then that's when the coverage. Okay, yes, understandable, yes. And I don't know.
But if you develop a friendship or you're not in a relationship, you just have a friendship.
Yeah.
Then I mean, it's nothing. If I decide, I want to go out or I feel like getting out, and I say, "What you doing, Ryan? Let's hang out,
Mhm.
then I will take the responsibility.
Heck yeah,
And
yeah.
say, oh, drinks on me, or first drink on me,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, it really depends because there's been some times where like, okay, here I'll invite lady friend out, and then I may get the first round, and she'll get the other round, or or there's even been times where like, okay, where we're like, we hit up each other, and then we'll be like, hey, Ryan, I'm bored, I want to do something. I'll be like, for real, I'm bored too. Shit, I want to go to this one spot.
Right.
There's been some times where
it's a
we
mutual thing.
yeah, if it's mutual, then yeah, because like on that day when we did that, we actually even had split the bill, and yeah, so yeah, when it comes to that, I mean, hey, if y'all both thinking alike, I think y'all should split the bill. So hopefully, man, I get the right one that says, hey, I want to go to Texas Day Brazil when I'm thinking it, because that place is expensive. I want to split the bill on that one.
Right.
Yes, for Texas Day Brazil.
So what would you do if you found the right one?
If I found the right one, what are you talking about? Like just what with the date?
If you met somebody and you really like her and you like, what would you do? Would you ask her on a date and pay for it?
Oh yeah.
Or would you expect her to pay half?
Oh no. If I really like her, and if I think she's the right one, then yes, I'm gonna show my gentleman skills, and I'm gonna say, hey, let me take you out, man, let me take you out to that new, that new Denny's out there or something, because yes, it's a certain level that I believe that, when it comes to taking a woman out to certain places, for a first.
Blue out in Beechwood.
You said where?
Blue.
I never been to Blues.
BLU is out in Beechwood. It's right off of, what is that, Richmond Road?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on the left-hand side. Like if you're at the intersection of Chagrin and Richmond, then you make that left, and it's on your right-hand side right after that bank. That's right there. I know it's not a charter anymore. Yeah, but you'll see it is a nice little blue.
I've never been there.
Yeah, check it out, y'all.
And what's the price range like? Because me, I think that when depending on the woman, I ain't gonna take her to no expensive. I ain't gonna take her nowhere expensive for a first date, because especially if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Like you ain't going to the Marble Room on the first date.
Ooh,
you ain't going to that. You ain't going to the Marble Room.
Really
speaking of which,
after that.
I think that they're right. Okay, their prices are up under the Marble Room, up under, what is that? What is that? Delmonico's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're up under. Those prices are up under theirs. Yeah, Blue, BLU. Yeah. Hey, look, real quick though, I just want to talk about the Trauma Recovery Center. So if you or family member or friend has ever been affected by violence or health issues, remember that it can affect all parts of your life, sometimes in ways you can't see. It can affect the way you eat, sleep, cause you to lose focus, for angry, afraid, or even use drugs or drink it as a way to escape. But I'm here to tell you, violence doesn't have to keep hurting, and you can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. We want you to take control of your life. Today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services for food, clothes, safety, emotional support, and a whole lot more. So listen, don't let violence control you. You can break free, and TRC can help. Give them a call at 216-644-5487. They will come to you wherever you are. They offer real help for real needs in real time. They're free, they're 24/7 and confidential. So if you want out and don't know where to start, call the Trauma Recovery Center. The Trauma Recovery Center will help you take back your life after violence started today. Call today. Get the help you need today. You call right now, they will respond within minutes. 216-644-5487. The Trauma Recovery Center of Northeast Ohio, also affiliated with the Center for Families and Children, and also 6812 Woodland Avenue every first and third Saturday of every single month from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We got free groceries and a whole lot more. This is a partnership between Major Care Ministries and the Cleveland Food Bank. They also serve free hot meals at 11 o'clock until all the food runs out, and they have a free clothes giveaway all week long for adults and children. So again, the address is 6812 Woodland Avenue every first and third Saturday of every single month from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Major Care Ministries, the Cleveland Food Bank, and the best part about it all is you don't need anything. You don't need proof of ID. You don't need proof of income. You can come from anywhere in Ohio, pop the trunk.
Yes.
And get what you need. Yeah, 6812 Woodland Avenue. And also, every Thursday, the Cleveland Food Bank is at the Muni Lot over here in downtown Cleveland, right across from Hopkins Airport. Burke
Oh,
Lake
wow.
at Front Airport, yeah. In Aviation High School from 1 to 4 p.m. They're giving away groceries. Pop the trunk. You don't need nothing. Pop the trunk, get what you need, and roll out.
Okay.
And they even show
Speaking
you.
of trauma,
Mm-hmm.
what's up with Trey Songz
Oh, child, I don't know.
What?
You know,
and Dylan Gonzalez?
I don't even know.
Okay.
She said she had PTSD.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
yes.
Oh man, we're doing
Yeah,
another.
right
another. Oh.
Oh Lord, yeah. I don't know. At first, I was like, "This don't even sound like Trey," but
Say.
You never.
ooh,
know.
you
Oh,
sure
my
don't.
goodness.
I'm not questioning nothing. You
They
know.
got another R&B singer is being accused of this stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but listen, when they gonna apologize to Tory, y'all?
Oh,
They
I don't know.
Cause you know they drug brother.
down.
They really tried to take him out too. I'm glad I kept rolling with Tory. Cause I'm sorry, none of that story made sense.
How do you know? I mean, because PTSD is real.
Yeah.
Traumatic.
Yeah.
And you
It
can
is
go
real.
for years.
Yes.
You can go for years
Yes.
and think you're okay and still suffer from
Mm-hmm.
it. So I can't really
Ooh.
put my,
But it's real though.
It's real.
Yeah,
I believe it. I mean, why say I believe it? I mean, yes, it is real. Yes, I'm tripping. Oh,
it's just the situation with him, because he was such a fighter for, protection of women and then his fans, but
Keke Palmer's already kind of put him out there.
Oh, for real? I believe Keke.
As that man.
Okay.
As that man.
What?
Uh-oh.
I believe Keke. Keke said it. Keke,
Yeah.
do you love me? I believe Keke.
Keke. There you go. Oh man.
I believe Keke because she keeps it real. I love
she do.
Keke.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't like Emmett Till girl. Yeah, she'll keep it.
Oh,
she ain't like that tramp. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And
hey, listen, I got Black History Fact before we get out of here.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this is our dang on it. Okay. So this is the one that was for the week, and man, y'all, she was the first female American civil aviator. My sister, they talk about Amelia and stuff. I love to talk about Amelia too because so many truths that came out of her story once you paid attention to it, including the fact that she was gay. But this sister here, like she really set it off. So, in 1921, Bessie Coleman soared across the sky, thrilling audiences with her daring aerial performances. Yeah. She was the first woman of color to earn her pilot's license. Nicknamed Brave Bessie, she inspired others to reach their dreams. Her hard work helped her to save up and buy her own plane, a Jenny JN4 with an OX5 engine. I know what that is. It was a small engine, but it was powerful. Yeah. Okay. So her career ended much too soon as she died in a fatal plane crash at the age of 34. In 1931, a tradition was started by the Challenger Pilots Association to fly over Bessie's grave each year to honor her. Bessie Coleman.
Yes.
Another fabulous woman in our history.
Yes. I remember. I did a report on her once too in elementary school. I loved it. I love that history. Yes. So we're actually about to get ready to end the end a little bit early because of because we're on time schedule.
Because the superstar has to go and do another show.
Yeah. Yes. And LaShonda, I want to thank you again for coming on here.
Yes, thank you so much. It was fun having you.
Yes, we just got to be back. And real quick, if you want to give some shout outs, give them out.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And where can people find you on social media?
I'm just a plain Jane, just LaShonda Legrone on Facebook. But I want to give a shout out to my family, my girls, Jalen, Jamila, my sons, and to my special friend out there.
Okay.
And also to my son's father, thank you for stepping up.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
You are a great co-parent.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughters, who have always been my ride or dies. I mean, we've been all over these cities, and they are right there with mama.
Yes. That's beautiful.
And my family and people that I left in Arkansas. My family that I was
Shout out to everybody in Arkansas too. Yes.
I got some family in Arkansas too, and they moved here too.
And thank you, Ryan, for inviting me.
Oh yes,
Last
no problem.
minute, but still, it was a blessing. Blessing to be here. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so nice to meet you too. And you let me on that note, you are not just a regular person. Like you are a mother. You know, you are a pillar in your community. So you are somebody. You are not just a regular person.
Thank you.
Yes.
We definitely appreciate you. Yes. And, I appreciate both of you. And, with that, this is Ryan A Polk with the R.A.P Radio Show. Every Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We are out.
Ooh, peace.
Yes. All right. We usually get a pick from this.
I did have fun.
I told you you would.
I should have shot it out before.
Oh, yeah.